Hey guys, Brady here with your daily tennis lesson. So we're looking this week at the 5 main contributing factors to you guys playing great tennis, kind of ranking them in order. If you've seen us earlier this week, number 5 on the countdown was balance. 4, we got spin. 3, yesterday we hit on racket head speed. And today, number 2, surprising to some of you, is technique. You guys might have thought that was going to be number 1. We've got technique on the list at number 2 this week. And we've done so many videos on technique. So today is not so much about going through everything that you guys are supposed to be doing from the baseline to have good technique, but more just kind of explain, you know, when you guys get in trouble, a couple main ideas for you guys to be able to recover your ground stroke technique a little bit. And I'm going to open that with this idea, because I see a lot of really nice, clean strokes from club level players. And it's like the second the ball is not perfectly to you guys, or you didn't really earn your position, you guys let your technique go away. And to me, that's a little more mental than anything. It would be something like this, where I've hit a lot of good shots, and then all of a sudden, you know, the ball goes away from me, and that thing wasn't, you know, too tough for me to end up working into a pretty good follow through. But if you saw that first one, you know, it's like I allowed the scenario to creep me out a little bit. And that's really where I want you guys to be mentally tough, is just understand there's going to be so many scenarios, especially as you get better and the ball coming into you gets better and better. You guys have to be able to stay focused on the idea that you can recover a pretty good stroke regardless of a tough situation. It does not require you guys to be seeing the ball right in your strike zone every single time just to have good technique, okay? Now, a couple major ideas, 2 of them to be specific, that I think you guys, if you want something to pin your technique on in order to help your game recover, backswing is 1. I see a lot of players at the club level taking a loop on a majority of swings, and then as the situation gets tight, things get a little dicey, all of a sudden we see this. And the racket, instead of looping and creating that nice fluid motion, becomes a straight back take back, which is just gonna be stiff city. You guys will not hit anywhere near the ability of ball that you're used to when you start to forego the loop and just take the racket straight back. So be clear on that. Never lose that loop if that's something you utilize currently. Secondly, all those little things we've talked about, especially in our modern forehand videos, those 3 great videos we did. I think if you guys, you know, want to have a really clear picture of how to be able to swing correctly, don't worry so much about each position every time, more so just the finish pose. I think a lot of times if a club level player can just swing away and be, you know, somewhat in a position where the chest is released out, the hips and shoulders have squared up, and those arms are connected up high. Something where if you guys felt like a photographer took a picture of you at the end of the stroke and you were somewhere near a nice finish pose, a lot of those little nuances in the swing that we've discussed before are going to take care of themselves. So be really careful that your idea of technique in order to get yourself back on track doesn't require you thinking about 20 little positions, but more so just get to that finish that you know you're supposed to be looking like at the end of the stroke, and I think you'll clean up a lot of little problems that are going on in the swing, okay? So that's number 2 on the list. Technique, I think it's obviously just about as important as it gets, but tomorrow we'll be hitting on number 1, so stay tuned. Do me a favor, click like below this video, and if you guys happen to be watching on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks, and we'll see you soon.